Hello, my name is Dr. Ofer Grosbard, and I'm going to tell you an amazing story about a project. It's named Quranet, and it was also published as a book and by the title, The Quran for Educating the Child. The idea is that every person in the world can find a Quranic answer to his educational question. He can look at the website and find the problem he has. For example, his child doesn't do his homework, his girl is arrogant, and press it. And then he gets the Quranic phrase that gives him the answer. If he wants, he gets also a short story that exemplify the use of the Quranic phrase and explain how to convey it to the child, and also a psychological explanation about the process that took place. So again, after the Quranic phrase, you have a short story that exemplifies the use of this Quranic phrase by a short story taken from everyday life. So all this story started a year ago. I'm a clinical psychologist, as I told you, and I was asked to teach a course in developmental psychology, a group of 15 Bedouin students, Bedouin religious students. They studied for their second degree in school counseling. I started teaching them, and in the middle of the year, a nice student came to me, a nice girl student came to me and told me, "Hey, professor, do you want me to tell you the truth?" I said, "Of course." She said, "Listen, everything that you teach us won't help us." I was surprised. I asked her why. She said, "For me as a school counselor, a child may come, or a parent may come and say, the devil got into my son or my daughter. Do you think that all this Western psychological bubble will help? It won't help." I looked at her and asked her, what do you think may help?" She said just one word. She said the Quran. I asked her, "What do you mean?" She said, "If I say one phrase from the Quran, everything falls in place. After this, no argument." Next week, I came with the Quran. In the Quran, we can find 30 chapters. I divided the chapters among the students. Every student got 2 chapters and was asked to extract from the chapter the phrases with educational psychological significance. We discovered that there are many beautiful phrases, that one should take responsibility and not wait to the other. One should tell the truth, respect your fellow, and things like this. To every such a phrase, I asked the student to write a short story that exemplify how a teacher or a parent may use this phrase in order to convey the child the message. I got 330 beautiful stories that I think only Bedouins knows how to tell. Very dramatic, very colorful. You know, the child did like this, and his friend hit him, and then the teacher came and said the phrase from the Quran or the ayah from the Quran, and everything falls in place. To every such a story, I added a very simple, short, educational, psychological explanation of the process that took place. What I tell you was published as a book by Ben-Gurion University with the title The Quran for Educating the Child, accompanied by examples and psychological explanations. And you can look in the contents, find the problem you have. Your girl is arrogant, your child, as I said, didn't do his homework, hit his friend. You press it, and you get the Quranic phrase that gives you the answer to your problem. Then you can get also a short story that exemplifies the use of this ayah, of this phrase, Quranic phrase, to convey the child the message. And if you want, you have also short educational psychological explanation, which is the bridge to the West. So what I tell you that we created here a bridge, bidirectional bridge. If you are a Muslim, you can see the beauty of the Quran, of course, but also you can have the Western psychological explanation. And for me as a Westerners, I have the bridge from the other side. I see the beauty of the Quran, and it's very important to Westerners, for us here in Israel, for Jews, of course, because maybe I taught my students psychology, but they taught me the Quran. And I found the Quran a beautiful text, which it's in the heart of this of it. It's the human dignity. Human dignity. It's in the heart of the Quran, and actually, what we did, we created a modern and useful educational tool that can reach to every person in the world. This is the bidirectional bridge. Lately, I've heard that some radical Muslims banned the book. They said it's Zionist conspiracy. Otherwise, they asked why it was published by the Israel Foreign Ministry. I tried to explain that this project grew up out of my Muslim students. They brought the idea, they developed it, they wrote the stories. And after it was showed to the whole world in the President Conference, the Israel Foreign Ministry took the project and also published it on the website in English and in Arabic. Of course, it doesn't help, but those who say it, that it's a conspiracy, the amazing thing is that they didn't read the book. So I would like to encourage everybody to look at the book and to find for himself, to be the authority for himself, and to find whether there is a conspiracy here or not. In meantime, I think we would like this book will be translated into Arabic and English in order to serve the whole world, and we are still looking for someone who will invest in it in order to do it. Thank you.